It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Minnesota Vikings and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Cousins looking to put it up right away. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one.
Boy, elbow cough.
Right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
That'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Here we go,
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Next receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
From the 44, Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time you wait for his man to come open, puts it...
We are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Hello, hello, hello.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That third down conversion good for 23. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is, because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Herbert on the screen. This is Eckler. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Herbert eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. They snap it to Herbert. Here's a diving catch right side. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, but sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
That is first incompletion after a 4-for-4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
Herbert back to the air. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expect it to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yep, foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball over. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. We're scoreless after 1. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you get a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now. Or
it's caught at the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 61 yards. And the Chiefs post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he returns this to the 22. The Charger drive about to get going. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He finds his target, Allen. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards on the play.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's Herbert. Going back to Allen, he's got him again. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. To the air again, Herbert. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Okay, after those first 2 drives, I think there's a head coach who's going to be calling for CSI. They're going to want some forensics on this. What is going on with this ball club? Unable to hold on to the football and take care of it.
Yeah, 2 straight fumbles for them to start out.
Yeah, you would think that this team would come in ready to go. Sometimes just mentally not prepared, and it shows up in these types of plays.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Being chased out left. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. The 30. 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman. 78 yards. And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns.
What's up?
Mahomes will throw for it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage.
Yo.
And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Muted.
Look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And that one complete downfield to Allen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
All right, let's go ahead and just add it up here. Their last 3 drives, 2 fumbles and an interception. Somewhere, to paraphrase one of the great coaches of the NFL, they're asking on that sideline, what the heck is going on out there?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. To try again after the sack. Mahomes. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs would extend their lead here just before halftime. They'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. He's at the 50. 30.
One play at a
10.
time. Here we go.
And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2. In a big way.
You're losing 19-2. Why are you celebrating?
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken from about the 12. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Open man downfield, it's Palmer. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The final shot before the break for Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. Plenty more to see after the break. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the... Risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. On play action, it's Mahomes. Open man downfield, that's Smith-Schuster. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, 34 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. the 50. Here's Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Here we go on fourth. Herbert sliding out of the pocket. And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a first down. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. Touchdown! Keenan Allen, 45 yards. And the Chargers get a bit closer. Great corner out there, not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Mahomes going to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. 3rd quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Mahomes. On the slant, he's got Hardman. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 39. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Finds his man, it's Kelce on the crossing route here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Butker on for the PAT. And the lead is now 24. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Charger drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 33. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow. Talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. Nice move on the play, but he will be brought down shy of the 15. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Working with a 2nd and 3. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
It's been a fun game for him so far, but I think he tried to do just a little too much that time. Give the defense a rare win on that snap.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 41-yard line. Now here's Mahomes. With no hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Michael Davis. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. One last throw here for Herbert. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. As time has run out.
You suck.